Hey everyone, it's Mara, and I'm live tonight. My husband and I are actually camping, which is why I look so lovely because I've been hiking and biking all day, and I'm kind of tired. But I'm continuing with the Healthy Habits uh, program, and this week we're going to talk a little bit about balancing emotions because emotions impact our health. So all healing has an emotional component because we are body, mind, and spirit. And a balance of all three is definitely needed to achieve health. So what is emotional health? So emotional health is being in control of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, able to cope with the challenges and stresses of daily life, which the past couple of months have been high, I'm sure, for all of us, being able to keep things in perspective, feeling good about yourself, and being in healthy relationship. These things don't mean that you're happy all the time. It just means that you're aware of how you feel, you're able to have control of how you feel, express how you feel, and try to avoid the knee-jerk reactions that we all have occasionally. So linking the physical health and our emotional health is nothing new. Science has proven that whether an experience is perceived or is actually occurring, it has the same effect on us physically. So psychoneuroimmunology, known as PMI, is a study of the effect our mind has on our health, and it's brought us evidence that our brain has the ability to send signals to the immune system cells. So leading us to believe that what we think and how we feel about something affects our health. So the basic emotions are happiness, sadness, fear, and anger. And Elizabeth Kubler-Ross believed that there were actually only two emotions. That would be some degree of love or some degree of fear. So regardless of which category you're using to describe your emotion, there's really degrees of them. So when you look at our emotions and you look at a degree of love, it's something that builds us up. It's something that relaxes our nervous system, that allows us to smile and enjoy the pleasures of life. When you look at a degree of fear, it drags us down, and our nervous system tends to be in that freeze or flight mode. So it's hard to do, but it's best if we can, when we see ourselves going down the avenue of fear, to try to bring ourselves back to love, because that's what's best for our health and that's what's best for the world, and definitely much easier said than done, because the majority of us tend to choose fear or the negative side. That's what science shows. And emotions are very complex. So when you find yourself going toward fear, think of something positive to pull you back, like a new baby in the family, or a memory of when your child was young, or an animal, or something that really brings you back to love and back to happiness. There are natural things that you can do for balancing your emotions. Aromatherapy is very effective because it utilizes our sense of smell, and that has the fastest route and influence on our emotion because it's a direct pathway to our brain. The scent actually transfers from our nose to the olfactory bulb to the limbic system, which is the part of the brain that tells us how we should respond to a situation, and it's where our emotional center is located. So when you smell an essential oil, or anything that you smell, it can influence your response to a situation or your emotion in a matter of seconds. When you're using essential oils to balance your mood, inhalation's the best method to use. You can do an inhaler like those old Vicks nasal inhalers, or you can use a roll-on or a diffuser. And a blend of essential oils usually works best compared to a single oil because of the synergy of the blend. Each oil feeds and works with the other oil to create a synergistic blend that's very balancing. So, think about that. Think about when you smell something, how does that smell make you feel? Does it bring you back to when Grandma was making chocolate chip cookies? Or maybe when you smell something that you're allergic to or makes you feel bad? The other thing that I really like for emotions is Bach flowers. And Bach flowers were invented by Dr. Bach. He was a physician, a bacteriologist, and a homeopath. And he was actually a pioneer in the field of connecting our mind to our body. he treated patients, and he noticed even though he gave the patients the same treatment, all of them seemed to have different responses, and he attributed the difference in response due to an individual's emotions. So he felt that behind every disease was a person's fear or anxiety, likes or dislikes, and that prompted him to begin to do research, allowing him to come up with the 38 Bach flower remedies. And Bach flower remedies are completely safe. They're developed from non-toxic trees and plants. They're based actually on the energetic properties of the plant, and he instills the energetic properties of the plant through the sun and the water, and these focus on balancing the emotional aspect of one's health. So they work energetically in the body, creating a balance, casting out negative emotions. And you can purchase individual Bach flower remedies at many places. They have some famous formulas like Rescue Remedy or Distress Remedy. That is a blend of 5 or 6 of the flowers to help with trauma or stress, and they work really, really well. You would take them under your tongue a couple times a day or mix them with some water. So, I mean, life is energy, and keeping that balance promotes overall health. Our emotions also affect our sleep, and sleep's really important to the body because it's when our body actually does repairing, cleansing, and rejuvenating. So all of us need 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And if you're not getting sleep, Bach flowers and aromatherapy can help you get sleep. But there's many different reasons you wouldn't get sleep. Maybe you have trouble falling asleep. It's too noisy where you're trying to sleep. There's too much light. You have too much mental chatter or stress. You're not comfortable. It's too cold or it's too hot. You tend to get restless dreams or nightmares. Or you can't sleep because you're not feeling well or you're in pain. So it's best if you're having trouble sleeping to try to identify the reason why you can't sleep. And then when you're looking at the Bach flowers and their remedies or aromatherapy, it may better help you choose what you want. I also love the Soki products for relaxation, the Chi Machine, the warmth from the Soki Fur Dome or the Fur Pad, and the advanced ERE or E-Power. So if you're having trouble sleeping, one of the best things you can do besides Bach flowers or aromatherapy is to create a sleep routine. So turn off all your electronics, the news, everything at least 30 minutes before you go to bed. Make sure you go to bed at the same time every day and get up at the same time every day. Practice deep breathing exercises because those are really relaxing. They lower the blood pressure. They clear your mind because you're focused on the breath and not on the chatter. And use essential oils, Bach flowers, or herbal remedies to assist you. And, you know, a study was done, I think, by some graduates in MIT about resetting your eternal clock through earthing and a flashlight. And you'll have to Google that and look that up. It's pretty interesting. So I hope that this helps you understand that our emotions do impact our health, and there are a lot of things you can do naturally to balance them. So I hope everybody's doing okay, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.